And I'm definitely planning on changing that TMR mixer so we don't have to use this push system all the time. Either changing the TMR mixer or put in another TMR mixer. The global company one could be a good idea, but I don't really like the design of it. I kind of like... I prefer the one that we have, if I'm honest. Oh, another thing I was thinking about was getting root crops, potatoes and sugar beet. Kind of trying to work them into a rotation. I'm not sure if it's worth it, if we actually need to do it. But it could be worth an extra income. That might actually be an idea. Let's take a look at that once we're done here. So seeing as we're planning on using only slurry, we don't really need the straw for anything other than TMR right now. Oh, that was the wrong button, Martin. But I could be tempted to, at some point, we'll get a full slurry tank at both the cows and the pigs, and then we're gonna have to go over and actually get some manure instead. So we do need, I think we do need to have some bales in reserve, just to be sure. It's just a ridiculous job, isn't it? Just feeding the TMR mixer bales all day long. So what have you been doing today, Martin? Oh, I've been feeding the TMR mixer. Feeding the TMR mixer. So it sounds like you've got an interesting job there. Yeah. It's amazable. Oops. Right, let's see how much do we have there. Wow, we do have a lot of hay in there now. So we'll need 100,000 more straw. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of straw as well. And then we're going to need a ton of silage as well. Thankfully the fermenting is done. So we're good on that front. Should be fine. Starting to think we might not have enough straw here. Or maybe I'm just using a little bit too much. I mean, we're going to get 100,000 litres of, or at least 100,000 litres of silage. Not silage. Total mixed ratio for the cows. It's going to be enough for a long time. I don't think we need to worry too much. I just don't want to run out of stuff. At least not for a while. Not until we can start making some new things. And if nothing else, we get some hours on the telehandler. When it gets used a little bit. So it's not just sitting there, not getting used. Yeah, this is amazingly fun. Have some more of this. Wow. We need a lot of bales in that one. It's a thirsty, thirsty TMR mixer. A very thirsty TMR mixer. Let's get rid of that menu. That's annoying to watch, isn't it? Jesus Christ, so many bales. So many bales. Oh my god. So Ken was talking about another game that he wanted to see being played here. Does anyone else have any suggestions of other games they wanted to see? I mean, we've been playing Satisfactory, and we're definitely going to come back to that. I love that game so much, and I really want to play it. It's such a nice, relaxed way of spending some time. And I'm not good at it, but I don't care. I genuinely like it. So we're definitely going to be playing that as well. And my summer car is something that I want to be playing as well. But if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know. I'm open for suggestions. Could be interesting to play something else. I'm not first-person shooters is not really my genre. I don't really fare well in them. I'm a little bit of a noob on that front. But Rust is one of the things that I do like to play. I think that's because it has a base building system or function in it as well. Speaking of base building, Minecraft will be coming to my channel. Now, if it's going to be single player or it's going to be multiplayer with a friend or a couple of friends, I don't know yet. But it will be coming, and I want to be playing Minecraft. I want to be... I love playing it. I love the... Currently, a friend of mine and myself are playing a little bit of a modded Minecraft. Not too much, just, you know, every now and again we hang out and we do a little bit of Project Ozone 3. A ridiculously good mod pack, and I like it. I like the tech line of the mod packs. So I'm thinking I might want to go for a modded Minecraft series, but I could be tempted to go for a vanilla Minecraft as well. It's very popular these days, vanilla Minecraft, and I don't know. I've never really played vanilla Minecraft as such. I've pretty much always played modded. So I don't think I'll do well in vanilla, but maybe that could be a good challenge to give myself. Maybe it could be a good idea, trying to see what I can do, what I can come up with, and if I can actually learn the stuff. I mean, how hard can it be? Those are the famous words, aren't they? How hard can it be? Can't be that hard. That's what she said. No. We need more straw in there. So we got 110,000, so we should get like 8 more bales. There's 4,000 in each bale. Yeah, let's get some more bales. I've played both modded and vanilla for the last 10 years. Oh, nice. What do you prefer, Batagus? What in your mind is the better of them? I think it's a bit interesting because I started playing modded Minecraft back when TechIt was a massive hit, and I fell in love with TechIt and all the pipes and weird stuff you could do, and I really genuinely loved it. And then TechIt kind of fell away a little bit. People stopped playing it, or stopped getting produced, and I kind of stopped playing Minecraft. But watching people playing hardcore, especially hardcore vanilla, modded I love most, but vanilla, I play vanilla with my grandchildren. Oh, nice. Yeah, vanilla Minecraft seems to really have had a comeback, huh? It's rare you see a game being this popular on a second run, or a game having a second chance like vanilla Minecraft, but it is really popular right now. But I also know that Minecraft is not for everyone, and not everyone will like seeing it. But you know, can't win them all. How does that do? That should take us up to about 130,000, I think. 126, so if we take 4 more bales. 4 more bales! Let's get 4 more straw bales, and we should be done filling bales in there. So now we just need to start with the silage. So I've been thinking about this silage, right? We can, we have the... I think I want to try something with the silage. We have the 1 button press in auto drive for unloading the silo. So all it requires is a trailer and a tractor to be parked nearby. I'm thinking, no, I don't know. I was wondering if we could set up an automated system. So just have a trailer kind of parked in here in the unload zone, so it was actually parked at the unload trigger, and have the telehandler just load into the trailer and the trailer load directly into the TMR mixer, just to, you know, just to cheat a little bit. It's not really cheating because we do need 2 tractors for it, but you know, it could be fine. Nah, let's do it manually. Let's actually work for our money here. We've really used a lot of straw here. Holy shit. Maybe we don't even need that straw or that bale house, that bale stacker house thingy. Hello, elephant. It won't be long before you actually believe his name is Elephant. I think we should have about... Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Right. Silage is next on the agenda. Well, loading silage from the silo into the TMR mixer so we can actually get some TMR made. Let's go. Wow, it's sliding. Okay, here we go. Let's open up the silo and see how it looks. Beautiful, beautiful. So much silage in here, it's unbelievable. I'm really curious to see how far or how long the silo is going to last us. I hope we can... I hope we don't have to make silage next year. I hope we have enough. But I'm kind of thinking I might be a little bit optimistic. I'm getting a little bit of lag here. Why? What's going on? Getting a lot of lag here. What the hell is going on? Is it the TMR mixer? Is it because it's... Oh, it might be because it's actually... Yeah, it's writing to the log file every time. Alright. So every time it writes a post to the log file, we get a lag spike. That's annoying. Alright, I might want to change this TMR mixer then. Actually, I really want to try something here. So if we get the, let's get this one, that's fine. Because I'm amazed how well this is working. I'm really amazed how well this is working. The 1 button silo function in auto drive. Yeah, that TMR mixer is annoying as hell. Holy shit. So if we hook on the trailer, which was not that entrance, it was here. So if we hook on the trailer and we just park the trailer with the tractor next to the silo, or close to the silo, the telehandler can automatically fill it up, and all we have to do is reverse it back to the TMR mix. I know it's a little bit silly, but it's a cool function. I want to try it. Let's see how it goes. So if we just go over here, and we park it. So what I could do is I could set up a courseplay course going from here over to the unload point over there. I could do it. I'm not gonna, but I could do it. So this one needs to go into the empty bunker mode, and then we just press this button here and it automatically figures out everything. I think. Maybe I was too far away from the bunker there. Let's just see what it does. I think I might have been too far away from the bunker. Let's try it again. A little bit closer to the bunker, and here we go. And let's see what it does. Yeah, that was better. I think. Oh yeah. Just gotta figure out now. That I am not sure why he's doing. Looks interesting. Where's he going? Stop, you pillar. Whoa! We've had an accident. We had a bit of an accident here. Just a tiny bit of an accident. Oh no! Can we upright him? It's Ferguson. We need you to the rescue. Don't. Oh boy. Just a tiny accident. I need a bigger front loader, don't I? I need one that can actually upright our machinery when we go about on our testing missions and stuff like this happens. There we go. He's fine. I think the Mesa Ferguson needs to live here around, just kind of this being its place now. What happened there? I've used this before and it's been so good. The bunker function in auto drive. Now not so much. Let's try it again. I know it works. I've done it before and I can do it again. Let's disable the shuttle function. Let's see if that makes any difference. Is he going to be fine now? Why does he do that? Stop doing that. He's not going to be fine. I'm going to take over. Never mind. Right. You're still crap at this? Yeah. I refuse to be good. It's kind of a motto. I don't know what I'm doing wrong though. It should be a one button press and it should work fine. And I've done it before. But yeah, I kind of can't get good at this. It's not gonna happen. I really need to change that TMR mixer so it doesn't write to the log file every time it ticks. That's annoying as hell. Get a conveyor belt? That's faster? That's true. That is true. Could do that. But now we have something to do while it's winter. There's nothing else to do. Although it is not really the most exciting job in the world. Filling up the TMR mixer. Wow. How much do we have now? 42,000 liters already. Have I lost my YouTube points? No you haven't. What was your name on YouTube? Ah, it's Lee. Hi Lee. No you haven't, Lee. I am transferring all the points over to another database. So the thing is, Streamlabs don't know that you are called Lee as well. It thinks that you're two different persons. So you're earning points on your Twitch account and on your YouTube account, and it's a nightmare. Honestly, it is a nightmare. So what I've done is I've actually started a new database for your points that is running parallel to the one that we're using right now. And once I get time for it, I will take the old database and transfer the points you have onto the new database, and we're going to use the new database because the new database don't have any of your YouTube names in it. So it should be the easiest way of doing it. Still a lot of work though, but yeah, that's how it is. Hello, elephant. So I was not aware that the TMR mixer was writing to the log file. I think Rebellious mentioned it at some point that he had entries in the log from the TMR mixer, and I was thinking, yeah, that's not really anything bad, is it? But I was not aware that it was actually lagging out the game when it does it. That's stupid. So no, Lee, you will get all of your points back, and all of the points that you earn here now will be there as well. So it just it's probably going to take me a little while to do it because there were 250 names on the old database, the one that we're currently using. So I need to go through all of them, and I kind of have to figure out what is your name on YouTube, what is your name on Twitch, if they're not the same. But now I know that you're Lee. That makes it a little bit easier because you had a lot of points on your YouTube account. But you haven't lost them, don't worry. They're still there. Right, so I think we're just gonna go for 100,000 liters. Cannot change my name, users them for different things. That's fine. Are you still using YouTube at all, Martin? Yeah, there should be 6 new videos on YouTube today, actually. But I have to say, I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube came out the other day with a new slap in the face of all small content creators. So the verification of an account, you know, that small check mark you get next to your name on Twitter and all social medias, YouTube has changed the way you can get them, and it's not for the better, it's for the worse, at least for small content creators like myself. I'm not verified at YouTube, but the chances of me being it just became a lot worse. It doesn't really mean that much as of now. But there are certain benefits of having a verified account. Like if companies want to work with you, if a company wanted to send me game codes, for instance, and they wanted to sponsor me with game codes or anything like that, verification is an important thing. They're much more likely to go for a YouTube account that is verified rather than one that isn't verified. So the verification just verifies that you are who you say you are. The USA is going after the big tech companies? Really? In what way? The FTC is going after YouTube, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. Oh well, not YouTube. The FTC is going after the content creators on YouTube. So yeah, I kind of lost my motivation for YouTube a little bit because antitrust. Oh gotcha, yeah. But I think that's what YouTube is doing as well. They really they're trying to make sure that the accounts that are verified are actually verified as it is of now. Before the changes, to get verified on YouTube, you just need to have a big account. You just need to have like 100,000 subscribers. YouTube's just after the money. Yeah, I agree on that. So what they have come out and said now, if you are a celebrity, you will get verified. If you are a company that needs to make sure that your name stands out between the rest of them, if you are a company that has products or a name that is similar to some other company and you need to get verified, you will get it. If you are an established YouTuber and you have a great social network outside of YouTube, if you can prove yourself as a big one outside of YouTube, look into BitChute. Is that worth it? So yeah, if you can prove that you are a big name outside of YouTube as well, you will get verified. So basically what they're saying is, if you are already established and have a big account, nothing to worry about. If you're a small YouTuber, fuck you. That's what they're saying. So what they're doing is pushing, right, they're pushing content from celebrities, from companies, from late night game hosts, from popular YouTube creators. Any small YouTuber, you're screwed. That's the way it is today. So I have to be honest, I've lost a bit of my motivation for YouTube. I've not lost my motivation for making tutorials and all of that, but I've seriously lost my motivation for YouTube. Especially seeing how it seems like for the 3 years I've been part of this, 3.5 years I've been part of this, I've reached a point on YouTube where I felt like now is the time that YouTube is kind of starting to move for me. Now is the time that things are starting to snowball. And as soon as I hit that point, YouTube comes out with a new policy that completely terminates me. They've done that, well, this is the third time they've done it to me. And I do feel like, it's not worth it. I spend too much time for way too little effort, or for way too little payback. I mean, I don't get anything back from YouTube. I get a lot of positive feedback from you guys, and I love that. And this is part of the reason I'm moving over to Twitch and live streaming, because I want to continuously produce stuff that you guys want to watch, and I enjoy doing this. But I don't want to waste my time on YouTube, is frankly what I'm saying. I'm not giving up on YouTube. I've just lost a lot of motivation for it, and a lot of faith in YouTube as well. I don't trust them. I don't trust YouTube at all. They've proven to be just another big corporation, haven't they? There's not much you left in YouTube. Wow, sorry. Got a little bit political there. Asleep! I really do feel like there's not a lot of you left in YouTube. That's a shame. That is a shame. Okay, so we do need to take care of the cows now, and I think we need to take care of... Well, to tell you the truth, I've cancelled my membership over there and switched over here now. Ken, I 100% understand that decision, and if any other of you watching are a member on YouTube, cancel it on YouTube and move over here instead. You're much more likely to get content here. Now, what I do right now is I take these live streams and I download them once I'm done streaming. I download the stream and I split it up into an hour-long session and I upload that to YouTube. So you can always watch the stream on YouTube if you want to, rather than watching on Twitch. And once I get a little bit more settled into actually streaming 4 days a week, things are a bit hectic in my private life right now. So it's a little bit... I don't have a lot of time outside of the streams, but once it settles down a little bit more, I'll start making these how-to videos again. But my main focus is definitely here. So yeah, I don't blame you, Ken. Not at all. Not at all. All right, so we do need to take care of the animals today. How about the sheep? No, we don't have a chance, Martin. No, that's true. It's true. I wonder who else is making the switch. Are you thinking about content creators? Are you thinking about members? I don't know, actually. To tell you the truth, I've not really been speculating too hard about that. I've not been thinking too hard about if anyone wanted to do that. But I understand it. I 100% understand it. Content creators. I think a lot will, Miller. I think for me, this was the final push. For me, this was the push where I said, you know what, YouTube, go fuck yourself. You've 3 times in a row where I felt like now I've made it. Now I get my break on YouTube. All 3 times. They've screwed me over. And this time, it was just, you know, it was just the final drop. It was the final push that just pushed me over the edge. So I think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of small creators feel this way. And whether it be Twitch or it'll be Mixer, I don't know. But I think streaming services, streaming platforms will see a lot of YouTubers come over. A lot of YouTubers that aren't established on YouTube. You're not the only one that feels that way for sure. No, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I did see Twitter was going mad the other day when this announcement came out. Twitter was burning with people really being angry with YouTube. And for good reason, and for good measures. Well, I mean, they're really not treating their content creators that well. Streamers will jump, video makers will go BitChute. I'm going to have a look at that BitChute and see what that's all about. We'll see what the future brings. I don't know. I feel confident about Twitch. I really do. I know I'm not getting the amount of views on Twitch that I was on YouTube. It's like YouTube was 5 years ago. Yeah, that's true. Oh right, okay. BitChute is YouTube 5 years ago. YouTube 5 years ago was a bloody good platform for the content creator, for the small content creator. That was a platform you could actually make it on 5 years ago. Wow, it's just, the days are just burning off, aren't they? We need to feed the animals. We need to do stuff. Your fans will follow their creators. That's true. That's kind of my point as well. I know I'm not getting the amount of views here that I was on YouTube when we were streaming on YouTube. I'm not too worried about it. Not at all. I was so pleasantly surprised the first day where I was streaming only on Twitch, and we had a max of 19 people watching and an average of 12 That was amazing for me. That was like, holy shit, I was not expecting that at all, but amazing. So I'm confident this will work. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't. I use it a lot because it's not US based. No offense to the US. No, I get it. I do get it. I'm just gonna write it down. Just, you know, memory as a goldfish and all of that. I'm an old man, for fuck's sake. I can't remember stuff. Right. We're a capitalist country. They're after all the money. They're all after the money. I think that's the same pretty much everywhere. But I reckon that the US too. It's actually really interesting. Do you guys watch? Do you watch these How It's Made channels on YouTube and Thoughty2? Thoughty2 it's called. They're kind of talking about some of the more interesting stuff, like how does why do we have two nostrils, by the way, or why why do we have A people and B people? So I'm a B type of person. I don't like getting up in the morning, and there are people that are A type of person that just get up the second the sun is out. The sun doesn't have to be out, and they take these subjects up, and they were talking about the American dream, and they were talking, actually it was about why is the Nordic country, the Scandinavian countries, why are they the happiest people in the world? And it was quite interesting to see. It's quite interesting to actually hear about that, the difference between them. So the American dream might be why US is a little bit more capitalistic. Can't be the weather. No, it can't be the weather. So the Scandinavian countries, Denmark and especially Norway. Norway is where this term of jantelo came up. So the jantelo is a set of unwritten rules on behavior. DJ Burr, hey my friend, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. It's sort of a unwritten set of rules on how to behave, how to act socially. So they're not official rules. They're kind of like, this is just a guideline of how to behave as a human being. And a lot of them goes by, you should not weight yourself higher than anyone else. You should not want bigger buildings. You should not want a bigger house and stuff like this. It's just, they're basically there to say that it's okay to be content with what you have. And I think it's so deeply grown into the Scandinavian way of living that we're happy being content. And when we're just happy being content, it's very easy to score high on a happiness status or happiness survey. So maybe the Scandinavian countries aren't the happiest places in the world. Maybe it's just because we're just happy being content. We don't necessarily want a bigger house. We're okay with having a small house. We don't necessarily want a bigger car. We're okay with actually having the car that we have. And it's not that we're poor people. It's not that we don't have the money for a big car, because most people in Scandinavia actually has a ton of money. The salary is high, like really, really high. And it's just, it was a very, very interesting video to watch, and just about this with capitalism and why why USA is a capitalistic country. I think most countries are, because don't get me wrong, Scandinavia is nowhere near socialism at all. It is capitalism, but it's just it's capitalism. This country is so obsessed about bigger and better things. That's true. That is true. whereas as the Scandinavian countries are very content having what we have. So for us, we're happy in a small house, whereas in US, if you have a small house and the neighbor has a bigger house, you're more likely to say on a happiness survey that things are not going good for you. Because if we look at other statistics like suicide rate, it's true that the suicide rate in, I think the suicide rate in Norway is the lowest of Scandinavia. But here's the thing, the suicide rate in Finland is a bit higher than the suicide rate in the US. So how come the happiest people in the world have a high suicide rate? Surely they can't be that happy then. But it was a interesting video to watch, and it touched upon all of this with capitalism and why the American dream may be a bad thing for Americans, because the capitalism is ruining the world. When we come to a state where you need bigger cars, you need bigger houses, if you are to make it in life, then capitalism is not worth it. I don't know. I'm talking shit here. I'm just referring to that video. It's really, really interesting. 42, thoughty, like in thoughts. So 42 is the channel called. I can highly recommend it if you're interested in these kind of things. It was really interesting to see. And he did touch upon this one with suicide rate. How come the happiest nations in the world has so high a suicide rate? It's kind of a good thought. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're happy. Exactly. That's so true. Sadly, that's difficult to explain to a capitalist. We see it in Scandinavia as well. Capitalism making a bigger and bigger impact in our society. Political parties talking more and more about our social way of life, our welfare system, and our benefit system being too expensive, and we should have user-paid healthcare and so on. And it's just not the way of the Scandinavian society, really. But we do see the capitalism making an impact. It's a bit of a shame, really. Why am I pressing the wrong button all the time? Right, the pigs are happy. So for now, I think we're just going to leave this tractor here, because we're going to be needing it again soon for feeding the animals. Whoop. Actually, let's not use this one. That's alright, Ken. I should really have that weight on the back of this tractor. Let's do that. Seeing as we're going to be transporting bales with it now. That's pretty much it. There we go. Let's get this weight on the back of it. So yeah, I actually like to watch these kind of, I won't call it show, but I kind of like to watch these kind of interesting ideas. So it interests me to see why is the world as it is, and is there a reason for capitalism being so big in some countries and definitely not work in other countries. So talking as someone who has lived a year in another country, I think capitalism has had its day. In New Zealand they have a welfare budget now. I think you're kind of right, yeah, but a welfare budget requires a mentality change as well. At least if you are to implement, I'm not saying a Scandinavian, but saying a Scandinavian-like welfare system in the US, you will need people to get rid of that idea about the American dream. Then if you have that idea embedded in the nation, in the people in the nation, the welfare system is not going to work. At least not the Scandinavian one. But you could have like a yeah, I get what you say, Lee. I kind of agree with you there. Definitely. It's interesting. These are very interesting topics. Sorry. People must be flipping bored out of their mind watching this channel. They're constantly talking about politics and all this sorts of stuff. While we're feeding animals. In the rain. In early winter in Eiersholt. There we go. Let's get these lights on. Winter is boring. Winter is so boring in seasons. That field, we're never gonna harvest that field. We've lost that field completely. There's no chance of us getting that back. Not at all. All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna leave the big farm controls. Big farm controls our welfare. So the pharmacy industry, you think? They have a happiness budget now. The budget has to improve public happiness more than GDP. That's a good idea. I think that's a very nice turn to take a look at actual welfare in terms of happiness. Yeah, Miller, Ken, sorry, I called you Miller now. You might be right. The pharmacy industry is definitely controlling a lot of the money in the world. There's so much money in pharmacy. We have some quite big pharmacy companies in Denmark as well, and they do. Hey BGO, welcome to the stream. They do actually control a lot of stuff. I mean, they get special deals in the government, paying taxes and all of that. So I guess a lot of you guys know the transport company called Maersk, a Danish transport company. So they have a special deal in Denmark. Guess how much they're paying in taxes? Cancer is a $200 billion industry? You're right. Yeah, it's disgusting to think that companies make money on diseases, isn't it? Is that going to be fine then? The rain is so loud. God damn it. So I'm thinking about the cows. We could start feeding them TMR. But they still have a lot. Should we do that? Should we start feeding them TMR? We do have it. We do have a lot of it. Well, I don't think so. I think we're going to wait with TMR until they have milk. They have the cure, but why should they? You really think so? You think they have the cure for cancer? Interesting. That's an interesting thought. Where are they? I do need the other. I do need the beta build. I think they have, and I've had it for a long time. Oh shit! I hope not. I fear you're right. I hope not. I hope you're wrong. I really hope you're wrong. I fear you might be right though. After the climate protest this weekend, we should put the kids in charge. We would have a better society, wouldn't we? They'd be out of business if they shared it. It would have a big impact on them, that's for sure. Can we actually sell this wool now? It's been standing here for a while. See if we can get it somewhere. You know, it might be a good idea having the kids run the world for a while. Just because. Where will get the most for wool? The garden center or the supermarket? The garden center is definitely the better place. Right, let's go to the garden center with this wool, just because we have it. I mean, it's not like it's just been standing there for ages. It's not a lot, but hey, it's better than nothing, isn't it? What are those guys supposed to be doing? They are shaving the sheep. They're sheep shavers. They have to be better than Johnson and Trump. That's not saying a lot, though. That's not saying anything at all, really. Did you guys see the clip with Boris Johnson at the hospital, where he was I think he was talking with the guy about something, and the guy was very unhappy with Boris Johnson for good reason. And Boris Johnson, of course, has had a whole army of journalists there as well. And this guy said to him, "So why are you here? Why are you doing this if it's not a PR stunt? You just want the journalists to write good thing about you." And Boris said, "There's no journalist here." What? Are you blind? What a fucking idiot. I know what he was trying to say, that it was not meant to be a publicity stunt. I'm ashamed to be a Brit with him in charge. You get a lot of attention, that's for sure. I mean, US is getting a lot of attention with Trump in charge as well. But yeah, I get your point. I do get it. Definitely. So I wonder what they're doing in the garden centre, if we can get some money for this. Just bringing them 359 litres of wool. Why not? Why not? The guy's little girl was sick, and that's why he was so pissed. Oh, you have seen it? Yeah. Now we're going to war with Iran? Really? Has that been determined? I've not been paying too much attention to the news the past few days. Are you actually going to go to war with Iran? It's a fucked up world. Seriously, it's a fucked up world we live in. I'll be back later. That's fine, BGO. That's fine, you're very welcome to be back later as well. It's for sure. Yeah, we shouldn't be talking politics, really. Oh. Well, we're definitely doing our job for trying to get World War III to happen, aren't we? I mean, people in charge are doing the best they can to get World War III. Seems like it. I think we should have a look at the planner and see what we're up to, what we've got planned for the coming season, for the coming year. We should be I think we should be focusing on having a lot of straw and a lot of corn. So straw, corn and canola, I think, might be what we want to go for. For the cows, go away. Anyway, back to for the cows, we have the alfalfa we just planted. And we have, wow, the rain, Jesus Christ. We have the alfalfa we just planted, and we got field 27, which is a grass field for hay. So we do have enough for TMR. We've got silage coming out of alpha soon. I'm not too worried about that for a while. And even if we do need to make silage, we saw this year that it was possible having 2 cuts on the grass. So I think we're going to be fine there. Yep. $381 or euros or farming money or whatever we have here. You'll still need straw for TMR, yeah. Have you fixed the potato storage yet? What was it with the potato storage? Are you using Geo Denmark? I am, yeah. I am using the Geo for Denmark, so I don't think we'll see any snow until the last 2 days of winter, and then it's going to be like a massive pile of snow if it is to go by the weather in Denmark. Lee, what was it with the potato storage? I forgot about that. I'm an old man. I can't remember from my nose to my mouth. Needs to be a lot higher. Doesn't it work, the potato storage? We can test it. It should work. I moved the unload point. The trigger should be working fine, I think. I hope. Let's see when we get back there. It works, but half of the field fills it. Alright, so the capacity might needs to be raised. Right, I'll definitely put that on. So that goes for all of the root crops, I guess. Right. Got it. So, simple XML change. Yeah, that's not an issue. Are you going to do any logging during the winter? I doubt it, Ken. I'm not a fan of logging. I know it's a good way of making money, so we might actually end up doing it, but I don't have any forests anywhere. Have a field 30 and it was full on my playthrough. Yeah, that's too small. That is too small. But the triggers are working fine, aren't they? They should do. They were when I tested it, at least. Stupid fly was shitting on my monitor. Goddamn fly. The winter is going to be really, really boring. We might just skip a lot of time in the winter. So it's just going to be about taking care of the animals, really. Making sure they have food and all of that. There was some issue with the at the sheep pen as well. Not issue. It was kind of like the place for the wool pallets were not big enough. Plant spots in 30 and you will see. Plant spots in 30 and you'll see. Yeah, no, I believe you. I definitely believe you. You have flies too, huh? I only thought we had... No. We got them as well. And they are attracted to my wall of monitor. And they shit on my monitors. And I hate it. So I've got little dots of poop, of fly poop on my monitors. I hate it so much. Stupid flies. I need an army of spiders. What are flies? What, you don't have them? Sure you do. You have them. I remember when I was living in England, there were flies as well. Don't lick it off. Oh, is it not chocolate? I thought it was chocolate. Damn it, I was so close. I really thought I could get a little bit of a snack there.